All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Peter Renner, writer of Dollar Bin Digging over at comicbookinvest.com. And as you know by now, I've done a few of these little short review videos and articles for the site that I've dubbed Back Issue Backlog. I'm actually splitting this article now with my buddy Chris Nelms. We're just going to kind of trade off here and there. Whenever we read something that really we think is interesting, we're going to do a little video, write a little article, and share our little review with you guys. Again, shout out to Ice9 for giving me the scoring system that I'm going to try to formulate. Well, both of us, Chris and I, are going to try to formulate for all of our reviews going forward. So again, appreciate that. I'm packaging up some stuff for you as a thank you as we speak tonight, and hopefully you get that soon. But without further ado, this is supposed to be a short video, so I'm going to get right into it. This next review that I'm doing goes back, a couple of years. This is a series I always wanted to read, but just never got around to it. I've held it. It's been in this filing cabinet for a while, and my buddy Van had suggested that read it, so I went with the Ultimates. So I started with the first issue, and I'm just going to review that for now. Maybe pretty soon we'll do more of a run review as opposed to single issues, but for our sake and our purposes today, I'm just going to do this one issue because I read this while traveling on the car of my in-laws while my wife was driving, so I figured I'd multitask and read this last weekend. But anyway, enough about that. What can I say about this issue? I'd say that it's very well written. It makes me feel smart reading this book. Reading through it, all the conceptual, sciencey type stuff, it seems almost like I could buy it. I can understand the ideas behind it, and it seems like this is something that could happen. The art is fantastic. Kenneth Rocafort reminds me a lot of Lionel Yu in this, in the way that it's in a good way. It's almost like a sketchy style with the line work. It's very delicate line work. There's no like heavy use of black. There's a lot of open space, for the colorist Dan Brown to really round out the art on this. And Dan Brown, that's the colorist, not the writer of the Da Vinci Code that you might be thinking of. But so he gets a lot of space to cut loose really with the colors on this one. It's not overly it's more of a muted feel, so it's not like a bright and glossy, like in-your-face kind of color style. So I also kind of dig that more matte feeling. It's kind of cool, almost like the new NFL helmets. They're not so shiny and glossy. It's more of a matte finish, like a silky kind of finish. And I'm a big fan of that. But again, going back to Al Ewing's writing, he does again a fantastic job, setting up each character, and giving him in just a few panels like the scope of the stories we're going to be getting, in this series, like going forward. And again, in that short little time frame, those little snippets that he's able to use within these pages, you get a sense of like how powerful these characters actually are, without just outright saying it's like, well, they're the most powerful in the Marvel universe. Like, you just get a sense of it just from the context of what he's presenting there, that these characters are not your average street level heroes out there. These are big time, big powered superheroes. This is the top, tippity top, best of the best. These are the ultimates, basically. And again, getting through just some of the finer points of the issue, I love the inclusion of the binary stuff of Carol Danvers. I thought it was a really cool callback, going back to Uncanny, I think it's 167. But again, that whole binary thing, her going binary, I love that callback, even ties to the movie. But I think this might have come out before the movie. But anyway, and the meeting with the Galactus at the end of this one, it felt appropriately epic in scope and scale. Like, it didn't seem cheesy. It wasn't like some giant smoke cloud that we were given in those Fox Fantastic Four movies. It felt, again, epic. Like, it felt larger than life, as it should have. And I gotta say, I was a fan, of this issue, and we'll go through the scoring of it once I write up the article. But I would simply say, in the simplest terms and most convenient definitions, that Chef recommends.
Chef recommends.
So, until the next one, I'll catch you guys later.